Welcome everybody, it's Scott from Team Twisted Duelist. We're here with another video with my man, Vlad.
Hi, Vlad from Team Twisted Duelist. Today I'm going to be doing my fluffal deck profile.
Fluffals!
Yeah, I think they're really great. I just built them, so they're really effective. So here we go. Run 3 fluffal dog. I like their effect. If they're normal or special summon from your hand, you can look for 1 fluffal monster or 1 edge imp sabers. They're real good, real effect to get your sabers for your fusions off. I run 2 Leos. They're okay. I usually use them for material for toy vendor or just my fusions. You only gain 500 attack when he attacks. They're okay.
Helps get over some things.
Oh yeah, like
Cleese.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cleese a lot. 2 sheep. They're okay. If you got another fluffal monster on the field, you can special summon him and bring back the fluffal on the field and special summon 1 edge imp from the graveyard. So that's a good way to get off a fusion if you don't have a frightful fusion. They're real nice. You can use them as material too for a toy vendor. That's what I usually do. I run 2 bear. I think 3 is just too much. I don't usually use fluffal bear unless I have to. You can discard him from your hand to the graveyard to get a toy vendor, which is really good. That's what I usually use it for. Or you can, what was it? Oh, if you contribute this card and he adds polymerization from your deck. No, yeah, from your graveyard. My bad. And adds it to your hand. It's real good.
Usually use it for toy vendor though.
Yeah, I'd say that's mainly toy vendor. 2 owl. I think 3 is too cloggy since you already do it. You already have 2, so you don't really need it. Once he's normal or special summoned from hand, you can either you can pull him, search a polymerization from your deck and add it to your hand, or you can B, my favorite, you can spend 500 life points and automatically fusion summon a monster from your side of the field or hand. So it's just pretty much a polymerization built into a monster. It's pretty broke. I did run 3, but like I said, I just find it too cloggy, and you have to set him, and he's at 1,000, so it was just not good enough to run 3 for me. I run 2 rabbit. I use them as materials. If you use them as a fusion summon, you can add a edge imp saber or a fluffal monster from your graveyard, except for rabbit, to your hand. Basic material. I mean, he's nothing else. I don't set him, summon. I just use him. Pretty much just nothing. Sacrifices. I run 3 saber. A lot of people run 2. Since his effect, if you have him in your graveyard, you can set 1 card in your hand, top of the deck. You can special summon him. I run 3 just so I know I can pull off a fusion. I mean,
and you get your wolf off first turn.
And you get wolf, yeah, wolf OTK. I've done that plenty of times. So I run 3 of those. I only run 2 chain. I usually use them, well, of course, for sheep, but especially his effect, I use him for a toy vendor a lot. When he goes to the graveyard, you can bring back 1 frightful monster from your deck, frightful fusion or your factory. I usually do fusion unless I already have him. He's real good. Sometimes you can put him, summon him. If nobody has on the field, that's 1,200. But 2 edge imp sabers. I mean, edge imp tomahawks. They're real good. You can discard 1 edge imp from your hand and inflict 800 life points directly to your opponent, or you can search for an edge imp from your deck and take it to your graveyard, and it automatically becomes that card. So, like, if you want to throw Saul to the graveyard, it automatically becomes edge imp Saul in the name. And so you can fuse your Leo. That's real nice. It works real good. I usually use it for a chain for my sheeps. 2 edge imp Sauls. If you normal summon him from your hand, you can draw 2 cards and put 1 back on top or bottom of your deck. He's real good if you're trying to search for your frightful fusions or your polymerizations. If I don't really normal summon him, I usually use him for the tomahawk effect or just material for toy vendor. That's all for my edge imp sabers. For my non-fluffal deck, I have 2 for former pal Trump Witches. His pendulum effect is once per turn, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion monsters. And his normal effect is you can tribute this card, add 1 polymerization from your deck or graveyard to hand. It's pretty much a polymerization on the field, a continuous one. You have to MST or any other spell card that would destroy it. And so it's basically just polymerization on field for the whole game. If you don't have destroy it, I like it. It's a little different. I thought about it yesterday in my Performance Pals. And I run 2 Odd Eyes. I know that one's proxied, but I don't have the other one. When I have him on the field, I can tribute him and search for one pendulum monster that has an attack of 1500 or less, and add it to my hand. So then I can, destroy him and then search for a Trump Witch and activate that. There's my polymerization on field. So that's automatic fusion right there. Really like that. I thought of that last night. I'm going to try to run it when I get my other Odd Eyes and see how that goes. If it goes well, I'm going to try to add maybe some more fusion support, but that's all with monsters. For spells, I run 3 toy vendors. I think 3 personally is a little cloggy, but I don't have another Odd Eyes yet, and I'm going to take the toy vendor out for Odd Eyes. You can discard 1 card, draw 1. If it's a fluffal monster, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand. If it's not, then discard. It's real good if you toy vendor a toy vendor, then you get the toy vendor's effect. If it's destroyed, you can search for 1 fluffal or 1 sabers from your deck, add it to your hand. It's real good. I really like that. Or you can do chain, like I said, you can chain your toy vendor. Real good. I only run 2 factory. 3 I think is cloggy, and since I have like 11 other ways to polymerization, I really don't need it. If I have polymerization in graveyard, you can banish it and summon from field or hand. It's pretty nice. Main cards in the deck. Fight for Fusion. I did run 3, but since I have more ways to summon now, I only run 2. You can fusion summon from graveyard or field, which is really good. Because if you like Dark Hole and you have 4 monsters, boom, there's your fusion right there, and then you just fusion. It's real good. I run 2 Dark Hole. Dark Hole, I love it. I've always loved this card. It's real good with fluffals. It just pretty much Dark Hole, Frightful Fusion, boom. You just got a wolf with 4 attack, OTK. I only run 2 MSTs. I think 3 is a little bit too much for my fluffals. I mean, it would be good, but I only run 2. I run 2 polymerizations for now. I'm going to cut it back to 1 when I get my other Odd Eyes too. And I don't need it since I have Owls and my Frightful Fusion and my Pendulum monsters now. It's not needed. And I run 1 Suture Rebirth. It's real good if I have a polymerization or owl out on the field and I need a quick summon. I can use that, and then I can summon 1 fluffal monster from my field. It's like only bear it, and I already have chain. Boom. There's a sheep. There's an automatic fusion. It's real good. I like it. I just added that to the deck. And that's all for spells. I do not run any traps. I used to run defenses like not Dark Hole, Trap Hole, and Evac and stuff. But I just think it's way faster with no traps. It gives me more chances to draw my spells and my monsters that I need. Here's the side deck. I'm running 1 Slacker Magician.
Extra deck.
Oh, sorry. Extra deck. 1 Slacker Magician. It's just real good if you need defense. If you draw both rabbits or something. I mean, sometimes it happens, Chimera.
Basic.
I've never summoned him. You need 3 Fright first. I've never summoned. 3 Wolf. How many materials you have is how many times he can attack. He's real good. I've OTK'd with him so many times. The most I've ever had was 11 on him for 22,001. Frightful Bear. I've only summoned him 1 time ever. He's real good. When you attack and destroy a monster, you can then take that monster and equip to him as like a equip spell card, and you add 1,000. He's real good if you only have him. He needs Saber and Bear.
That's a good way for the mirror match to take out a sheep.
Oh yeah, in mirror match, if he's got a sheep out, and once the sheep's, well, you'll know next turn. But then if you attack a sheep, he goes to the graveyard, yes, but then you can equip him to Bear. So then he doesn't go back to your opponent's field, which we found out today. That's how you take out a sheep. All right. 2 sheep. Real nice. I really love sheep. If he's destroyed, you can special summon him right back from the graveyard, and he adds 800 attack. His other effect is when he attacks, or if he is being attacked, you can't activate cards or monster effects.
Your opponent.
Your opponent can't activate those. And for this card, it's real good for attacking. Even if you're Mirror Force or anything, it gets destroyed. It comes right back with 800. I mean, it's real good. I really love it. You just gotta, if you pop it to the hand, is the only way to get rid of him.
Or banish.
Or banish, yeah. Or defusion. I mean, deprison.
And defusion. Defusion will work too.
Defusion, yeah. 2 fight for Leos. I sometimes do him. His effect's real cool. Like if I was fighting another one, his effect is I can take and destroy my opponent's monster, and he loses life points.
Equal to the original attack.
Yep, equal to the original attack. It's real good to get him off real fast.
Really good burn damage.
Yep, it's just pretty much if you don't have anything else and you want to just get rid of your monster's card, and then he can't attack directly though if you use his effect. So that's the only downfall. I mean, if you could use his effect and then attack, that'd be perfect.
That'd be overpowered.
Yeah, it'd be broker than it is. I run 1 photon.
Polyoperative.
I mean, he's okay. Just level 4s. 1 number 39 Topia. 1 Leviathan Dragon. 1 number 96 Dark Mist. 1 Sky Caliber Centaura. And 1 number 48 Shadowleg. These are just in case I can't pull off a fusion and I need some defense or something real quick. Most of the fluffal monsters are between 2 and 3 level. I mean 2 and 4 level. So it's just really easy. I can pop off like a sheep and then bring that fluffal and then put an edge jump and I can just overlay real quick just in case I need it. I usually don't use them, but they're just in case cards.
You never know.
Yeah. And that's it. That's my fluffal deck.
Thank you guys.